What happens when a client hires you? That is a valid question if you are working on Upwork. You might not have thought about it, but I have thought about it because I am your mentor. And by the way, if you are new to this channel, my name is Jesse Kamara. I am a full-time freelancer on Upwork, and this is a mentorship program that I provide for people that want to start on Upwork. So if you are new to this channel, welcome, and we are happy to have you on board. By the way, before we go through this video, how do I look on this African attire? I'm feeling really good on it, right? If you like it, please drop me a comment and tell me how you see the this African attire. It looks really good. Anyways, so in this video today, we are going to dive deep into what happens when a client hires you on Upwork and how do you what you should expect, what are things that you should expect. So I'm just going to share my own experience as somebody who has worked there. I've won a couple of jobs, and I've worked with different shades of clients, ladies, women, and men, and so on. So basically, I know how some of these clients behave and what you should know, what you should expect, and what you should have at the back of your mind. All right. So if you have been thinking about this, I think this video will be very useful for you. And let's say you have a very interesting topic that you really want me to look into, please drop it on the comment. And what I want like to see mostly is when somebody say, oh, I want to see this video, can you please create this video? I want to see likes, people liking that particular comment. The more likes the comment the particular topic has, then the easier for me to be able to make a video about it. That's why most people send it me, oh, I want this topic. Nobody likes it. Nobody showed like as if they really want to see that topic. Then I will not be able to create, because many people probably they already know that topic, right? So maybe what you need to do is to go through the videos that I've already created, which means other people have already seen those things, so they don't want to they don't want us to create another video. All right, so let's start this video now. Most people, maybe you are convenient, you are comfortable with this particular topic, but there are a lot of people who are not comfortable because they've never had a job, like a remote job, so they don't know what to expect, and they might doubt in what's going to happen, what would happen, what kind of things I should expect, right? And to be honest, it's a bit scary, because you might have met with the client, maybe you have a conversation, but how do you start, how do you get yourself ready, what happens, and so on and so forth. So the first thing that I will say with with regards to this particular topic is, firstly, you have to make sure that the client has hired you, right? So the client sending you an invite or interviewing you. After the interview, and then this sending you a message that, oh, Jesse, you have been hired, I would like to go with you, does not mean that they have hired me. There is a process within Upwork that requires them to create an offer for you, right? They have to create an offer and then hire you. So if you have been following the 14 days mentorship program, there is a video. I don't remember the number. I don't remember the day exactly, because this is basically day 9. All right. So I don't remember the day of that particular video, but that particular video teaches you exactly um, what you need to know about how the client hires you. All right, like the things that the client should do. So they need to send you an offer. So what that means is the client will have to create an offer on Upwork and then send it to you. Then you have to accept that offer. Once that offer has been accepted by you, it means the next step for you is to download the Upwork app, desktop app. So you download it if it is an hourly rate. The contract, then when you download the app, you install it on a computer. It can be Mac or it can be Windows. When you install it, you log in. The app will ask you to log into your Upwork account. So when you log in, immediately you will see all the contracts that you have on Upwork. They will appear on that app. Then you can just select the one that you are working on. that app will take snapshots of all the work that you're doing. So it's very important. So go and watch that video. I've explained everything step by step how this works. But what I want to talk about today is after that process of maybe they sent you an offer and now you've accepted the offer, what you should expect. The first thing that you should expect is that the client will have a discovery call with you. So what that means is most clients don't know this, to be honest. But if you already know this, you have to seek a discovery call. So what it means is, let's say I am a client, I have hired you. I need to have a call with you to basically tell you about my business. All right. So I would explain everything. And the one thing I would advise is don't sit there and start taking notes. If there is a way you can record that call, do the recording. You can even ask the client that, can we please record this call? If it is done on Google Meets, or maybe then maybe it's a free account, you will not be able to record it. But you can ask the client to switch to Zoom, wherein you'll be able to record at least 40 minutes of that call, and then you have it. All right. So the discovery call is where the client tells you about their business, what they are doing. Don't just rush and jump into trying to work for the client immediately, unless it is something like you are fixing a problem, or maybe you are just there to fix, those jobs that are very short, that have very short time span, maybe a day or two, maybe few days or something like that, right? Those jobs, those are more like fixed contracts. But for a job that will take you 3, 4, 5 months, like I've shown you, go for jobs that are going for longer time. So normally you have to have that discovery call. For me, I normally go for jobs that are 6 months plus and 30 hours plus. That's what I go for. So because of that, I do a client discovery call. We talk about the client business. They tell me how they are running their business and which problem they want me to solve, or how do they see me? How do I fit into their business? This is really important, that call. Once you have that call, then I will ask the client like to set up like what does the week look like? All right. How should my week look like? What do they expect? All right. In this case, in this area, sometimes I do provide guidance for the client, because some clients they've not worked with a freelancer before, so they are very new to the platform, so they struggle to actually understand how to work with a client. I've worked with the clients in that respect, where the client was just trying to expand their business. They've never worked with any freelancer before, and I was like the first recruit in their team, so I had to help them to set up how the week should look like. So what I mean by that is, you can tell the client that, okay, let's have like a weekly check-in call. It depends on the nature of the job, if you are able to work independently. Otherwise, you can have something like a maybe 2 or 3 times per week you can meet. And also we set up like Slack. So I tell them, okay, let's set up Slack and so on, so where we communicate. So you can ask the client that, how does your week look like? They can tell you, okay, in the morning or on Tuesday we'll meet at this time, and then discuss the goals of the week. Then we work at the end of the week. I will give you updates and tell you that these are the things that I completed. How do we communicate? So I will ask them about the tools that they are using for communication. Is it okay to communicate through Upwork, or is it okay for us to use Slack? By the way, if you don't know what Slack is a communication tool. It's one of the most the widely known and accepted communication tool. It's very easy to learn. You can go on YouTube and learn something about Slack, so that you just understand how that is used. So basically, yes, so basically you can lay out the week. So every week, that's a pattern, right? And then some clients will also walk you through their tools. Some clients have like customized tools that they use. So they will tell you that these are the tools that we use, and they will walk you through. So it's basically, there is orientation mostly, and you should seek orientation. Even if the client does not want to give you orientation, seek the client, tell the client to give you orientation that you will appreciate. Sometimes you even have people that are outside, that are not the ones who interviewed you, that will come and give you orientation, because the client already has a team. So once you join, maybe the first 2 or 3, maybe the first day there will not be much. It's about meet and greet. They will bring different people that will talk to you. They will just introduce you to their tools. They will add you to Slack. They will add you to different tools, right? So during that period, what you need to do is to familiarize yourself with those tools. So whatever tool they invite you, they will ask you for your email. Whatever tool that they invite you. So when you send your email to them, monitor your email. That's what I would expect. Monitor your email. So when you are invited, you accept, and then familiarize yourself with those tools. Those are for big companies or for big agencies. They already have this tool, they already have this structure. So they will have to invite you in all of those platforms. So you have to follow up. Make sure you wrap your head around that before you can have the discovery call. Then after that, they will have a discovery call, probably with an operations manager or maybe somebody that you will be working with. Maybe it will be your manager. So you will have to have that call. So when you have that call, that's the time you ask all of your questions, because you've been following through, you've signed up to all of these tools. You want to ask questions about specifically your role, what you will be doing. So you do all this learning. Sometimes it takes you a week. For instance, one of my biggest clients, it took me like a week or two before I was able to wrap my head around what I was supposed to actually do. But you have to move fast. Like, that client is very big, so they don't have time to go into all the details. They expect you to be somebody who is experienced, you are matured, you know what to do, right? So I had to move very fast to learn things very fast. My colleagues whom we were hired together, some of them could not make it because the environment is fast. So you need to learn very, very fast. So when the client has introduced you, the next thing is for you to start taking steps. Now if you are lucky, you have a manager who provides you like a list of tasks that you do on a daily basis. You are the lucky one. For people like us who are already like managers, you are expected, you are the one who is expected to create tasks for other people. You need to familiarize yourself with your team. So if I have a team, I need to go and have calls individually. It depends the size of the team. If the team is very large, then I can just have like a general call. What I will do is I will have a call with individual people, trying to understand what they are doing, where they are, what kind of tasks they currently have, and all of those things. Once I have collected that information, now I am equipped to be able to ask, okay, Mr. A, what way are you doing last week? Mr. B, like that. So I'll be able to put together that work and then find a tool where I manage all of this work and then start to think about what would be the next steps. And those next steps, I will now go to my manager or whoever, maybe the CEO of the company, to map out, to create like a roadmap, what we need to do for the next 2 or 3 months, right? So I can, well equipped, I know what kind of decisions I need to make to move forward. That's how you prepare yourself. It takes a lot of thinking, a lot of learning. That first week, there is a lot of learning. Now I have to accept that in this video I have given you like the information is too much information, right? Like, I've given you a lot of information, but I think this is really important. So when you are getting into a job, you need to understand whether you are working within a team or you are the leader of that particular team or something like that. Once you understand, you put yourself where you're supposed to be, then you need to figure it out how to move forward. But you can see in this video I've provided like a lot of information. If you think there is something that you want me to go deeper into, let me know on the comments and then we can go into it. Otherwise, see you in the next video.